Okay, is this thing on? Is it recording? Okay. Alright, I decided to start recording this audio journal. Is that a thing? That sounds so weird. Anyway, I decided to record this to keep track of things. My brain has been mush of late. My memory seems to be slipping. I mean, it's never been the best, but it just seems so much worse these days. I thought about just writing it all down, keeping a regular journal or something, but my vision has been pretty blurry too. Plus my handwriting has never been the most legible either. I've even been accused of being a doctor before with how scribbly it looks. I can promise anyone who's listening to this, you do not want me operating on you, even on my best days. It's always been a weird concept to me, honestly. Doctors have notoriously awful handwriting, but we trust them to cut into us and like stitch us back together? Okay, I'm drifting off topic. It happens even when I'm seeing things clearly. I think I have a touch of ADHD, maybe. I get easily distracted one second and hyper-focused the next. Sometimes both. The music helps, though. Helps me keep track, to a point. Settles the mind a bit, you know? That's not what this is about, though. As for my eyes, I think I might need to see an optometrist or something. Both of my parents wore glasses, so it was probably only a matter of time for me. It's weird though, I mean, since it's not always screwy, you know? I'll see clearly one second and can't make much of anything out the next. Okay, back on track. So the thing is, I've been hearing noises in this old house. At first, I thought it was just the house settling, as the old folks used to say. Maybe just the ambient sounds of the world beyond these walls. Cars drifting by, neighbors talking or going on about their day. Regular stuff. I don't know, I could be making a mountain out of a molehill or something. That's a weird phrase. I mean, that would take a lot of work, right? Honestly, I don't think I've ever even seen a molehill, or even a mole for that matter. That's kind of strange, huh? Moles aren't exactly exotic animals or anything. You don't go to a zoo to see a mole or anything like that. But you just don't see them out in nature. Well, I don't, anyway. Not that I really spend much time in nature, of course. Still weird, though. Yeah, this was my dad's place before he kicked off a few years back. I hadn't really spoken to the guy in a long time. And he sort of fell out after I dropped out of high school. I only had a year left, but I just couldn't take it anymore. I mean, my old man was an introvert too, so I thought he'd be more understanding when I told him. He and Mom split when I was just a kid, but we kept in touch still. I'd go over to his place, this place, on the weekends, though not as frequently as over those couple of years I attended high school. We always had fun, just cutting up like a couple of idiots. He just got so pissed at me when I dropped out. That kind of messed me up a bit, if I'm being honest. And after a lecture I thought would never end about not making the same mistakes he made in his youth, I just couldn't look at him the same way. I know it might seem like an overreaction, but there was just something in his eyes. Something dark behind his eyes when he was chewing me out that just, I don't know, it left a stain on me for one reason or another. I mean, I know that parents are supposed to give their kids a telling off when they don't act right, but he'd never talked to me like that before. I can't put my finger on it, but it was like I was seeing a side of him I didn't know existed. It messed with me in a way I just can't really explain. After a few weeks of not talking, I wanted to reach out. I wanted to see him and hang out like we used to. I don't know. I guess he could have reached out to me too, but that never happened. Whatever the case, though, when he died, he left me this house. I suppose he did still love me in the end, or just felt bad about us never really coming back from that falling out. I feel bad too. It's haunted me for a long time, just drifting away from my old man like that. That look on his face. Maybe that's all this is, just the ghosts in my mind still haunting me. My subconscious waging a war on my ears, especially being surrounded by all this nostalgia. I still managed to get a decent job, even with no high school diploma. I got my good enough diploma a while back, GED for those unfamiliar with the old nickname. They say you can't accomplish much without a college degree these days, but a mechanic like myself doesn't need any fancy paperwork to make ends meet. Yeah, I haven't been to work in a few days, though. I mean, I'm not sick or anything, but I just don't feel right. I feel like all I've done is slept of late, but I still feel so groggy and lethargic no matter how many hours I spend in bed. Maybe I am coming down with something. I'm probably overreacting to this in all honesty. I wonder if maybe I'm... Wait... There it goes again. Did the mic pick that up? It's faint, but... Okay, I'm gonna go check it out. I swear I heard something upstairs. I can't put my finger on it. It was like, I don't know, tiny footsteps tapping across the floor up there. Like a sort of rattling, maybe. And it's probably just a rat or a mouse or something. I'm sure that's common in these old houses. Would I hear that all the way down here, though? It's weird that my hearing is so strong right now. Every other part of me feels like it's struggling to function. Knees locking up, back aching, head pounding, and blurry vision. But my ears are working overtime, it seems. Yeah, maybe I've been cooped up in here for too long. I haven't even left the house in like 3 days. I think I might go for a walk. I'm sure as hell not driving with my eyes randomly crossing. It probably is a good thing I haven't been to work. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here for a bit. Clear the head and get some fresh air. Just what every grown boy needs. Or I could just take a nap. Yeah, just a quick nap and then I'll head out. Jade texted me. Jade Lawson. I haven't talked to her since she and Jared moved away a couple of weeks back. Oh, man, I had the biggest crush on her. I still do, of course. I've been friends with Jared for a long time, like long before they met, so I wouldn't cross those lines or anything, but she's amazing. Jared is probably the coolest person I've ever known, too. Yeah, we go back a long time, he and I. Yeah, Jade, too, even though she didn't come into the picture until a couple of years back. Jared is shredded, in a band, and just a lot of fun to hang out with. He could probably have just about any girl he wanted. Why'd it have to be her? And of course, if I could have any girl I wanted, I'd probably make the same choice. She's smart, crazy funny, and holy shit, just breathtakingly gorgeous. Long, wavy, dark hair, big brown anime eyes. She's curvy, like in the best possible way, you know? And her voice is like music to my ears. Yeah, we would talk a lot when her boyfriend was up on stage. Oftentimes we'd just step outside to have a smoke, just chilling away from the crowd for a while. He plays lead guitar in the band, but, we'd both heard them play plenty of times, to not feel like we're missing out or anything. Yeah, okay, so I ended up taking a short nap before going for my walk, just for 30 minutes or so. I was only a little ways from the house when I saw that she texted, so I headed back. I hate walking and messaging. Yeah, plus, it's just too damn hot outside. I should have thought about that before I headed out. I am not a summer person at all. She sounded rattled in her message, or read like she was, rattled. I didn't respond to her at first. I waited until I got back to the house, hoping to be more comfortable if we were going to go back and forth, I should have just replied right away, because she didn't respond after I texted. It looks like she sent the message while I was knocked out, so I didn't think another few minutes would make a difference. Damn it. All the message said was, "He's looking for you, but he'll take us too." Whatever the hell that means. I mean, what sort of cryptic shit is that? I don't know, maybe it's a new song Jared is working on. It did kind of rhyme. All of their music has some pretty strange lyrics in it, to be honest. I wasn't really a big metal fan until I started hanging out with him, but they really changed my outlook on it. I never realized how intricate and deep that genre could be. It always just sounded like screaming to me, The band is named Shipwreck, of all things. They don't exactly do anything nautically themed, but their logo looks cool as hell. It's like a pirate ship cracked in the center, like the Titanic, with a big-ass tentacle wrapped around it, and the title in old-timey classic English font right above the image. I asked him about the name once, and he said that most of the guys were big G.I. Joe fans, and Shipwreck was his favorite character on the show. I never watched it when I was a kid, a bit before my time, really, but... Shit, there it is again. Ignore it, Stanton. It's just an old house, that's all. Mom always told me I was too creative for my own good, In my messed up head, a simple creak of the floor turns into some creepy night stalker breaking into the house. I think I need a drink. Should I check it out, though? I know I probably should, just to set my mind at ease and all that, but would entertaining these crazy thoughts just encourage them more? Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore... What the fuck? Hello? Hello? Jesus, I could have sworn I just saw something out of the corner of my eye. There was nothing there now. I'm so stupid. It's probably just a car passing by the house, casting a shadow across the wall. Yeah, I need some booze in my system. That's enough recording for today. I drank way too much last night. My head is pounding even worse than yesterday. It strangely cleared up my vision some, if that makes any logical sense. I haven't even left my bedroom yet, just laying in bed. Figured I'd just start this day off, logging everything from the beginning. I only knocked back 4 beers last night, along with a half a bottle of the Jameson I just picked up the other day. Yeah, mix beer and liquor, you dumbass. Now that's some smart decision making, right? I need to call Mike, my boss at the shop. Just let him know I'm taking the rest of the week off. Yeah, he'll be pissed and probably read me the riot act, but I'm in no fit state to work right now. I'd probably just end up dropping a damn transmission on my legs with how much I'm struggling to focus. I suppose he'll... Oh, I have another message. Several of them by the look of it. I just grabbed my phone to record and didn't even check my notifications yet. I wonder... It's Jade again. Shit, I missed her again. What the... The wooden man is coming. How does she know about the wood? I never told anyone about it. There's like 7 messages from her. Each one looks more panicked than the last. He's here. What? He knows we're in the apartment. Did you send him? Did I... What? He took Jared? What the fuck? He took... Help me, Stanton. Give him back? I don't understand. How can... False alarm? Seriously? Are they messing with me? The last message reads, "Never mind, everything is cool. Jared is just acting weird. He's probably stoned." Okay. How do I even respond to this? I mean, Jared has always been a bit chemically enhanced since the day I met him. But how the hell do they even know about the Wooden Man? Shit. I bet I told them about it when we were all getting high. Those after parties would get crazy sometimes. I never liked going to those things, you know, too many people. But Jared would always make me stick around, tossing me beer after beer and pill after pill. Is it weird that I actually miss it now? I mean, I'd always make some sort of excuse to try and get out of going. It even worked sometimes. I miss those guys so much. It's probably more their company I miss than those drunken nights. The more messed up I'd get, though, the more difficult it was to hide what I feel for Jade. Naturally, I'd just end up drinking more to deal with watching her hang all over her boyfriend. It was like some vicious cycle or self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know. Maybe it was for the best that they moved away. I still can't stop thinking about her, but I always knew that I didn't have a chance. Even when they still lived around here, I knew that. Honestly, I thought I was finally moving on until her text yesterday ramped up my pulse to full throttle. Now to hell with it. I'm not replying to this one. I don't need to encourage this, whatever this is. I need to get my ass out of bed is what I need to do. I need to put my phone on the charger and take a shower too. Oh god, my back hurts like a son of a bitch. Ugh. I must have slept in a crazy position. Where the hell is my charger? Where the fuck did I put it? It's always plugged in right beside the bed. What? Ah, fuck me, I'm an idiot. Wrong side of the bed, stupid ass. Ooh, man, I feel loopy. The hot water in the shower only made me feel so much more drowsy. I have no idea what's going on with me, but I have no energy whatsoever. On top of that, I must have kicked my own ass in my sleep or something. I have this massive bruise all the way up my side and across my lower back. I didn't even notice it until I was scrubbing myself down and winced so hard I almost slipped on the water pulling around my feet. This isn't the first time this has happened, though. I used to wake up like this when I was a kid, too, but that was due to my night terrors back then. I don't feel like I had any nightmares last night, but I can't exactly recall my dreams, but I can usually tell if they were messed up, you know, even if I don't remember them. I don't know, maybe it's just a side effect of whatever this sickness is. Maybe I'm just a crazy restless sleeper. That would explain why I feel so fatigued since I apparently spent the night beating myself up. Yeah, just as I was heading downstairs to start my day, not that I'm actually starting anything with how lousy I feel, there was a knock at the door. It wasn't a loud knock, more of just a gentle tapping, but it almost made me jump at first, like with how zoned out I am. On any normal day, I would have crept right back up the stairs, hopeful that whoever stopped by would think I wasn't at home. Given that I haven't spoken to another human being in over half a week, aside from texting my boss and trying to reply to Jade, I'm actually almost desperate for some sort of interaction with anyone. I practically threw the door open, my heart racing with a strange sort of excitement. Excitement that sank to the pit of my gut when I saw only my front deck with not even a hint of anyone in sight. I checked the door to see if anybody had hung a note on it, maybe like an attempted package delivery or something, but nothing. I even walked around the exterior of my house, seeing not even a hint of any neighbors or cars coming and going on the road. I don't know why, but I began to panic, like a full-on anxiety attack right out in the open. I felt my knees, dragging myself across the ground to get back to my door. I have no idea what came over me. I just couldn't seem to calm myself down. I don't even know what time it is, but I know I slept for a long time. Almost 9 in the morning. I was sure it was afternoon. Still, there should be people out there, right? At least the occasional car drifting by. Not to mention, who the hell knocked on my door? Okay, calm down, Stanton. Calm the fuck down. I know I'm overreacting. Maybe there's just road construction or something, blocking the flow of traffic. Neighborhood kids are probably sleeping in, being summer and all. Yeah, the parents are either still sleeping too, or at work. Or they just don't feel the need to come outside. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. I heard that strange sound upstairs again. My nerves are shot. I'm hungover and still exhausted. It's probably just my head messing with me. I think the sound is coming from the basement, too. Not the same sound, more of, I don't know, a shuffling, maybe? Is the mic picking up any of this? Probably not. It's not especially loud or anything. I hate that basement. I haven't even been down there since I moved in. It terrified me to be down there when I was a kid, you know? That's where the wooden man lives. Maybe I should not have moved in here. Just sold the place when I got the deed. I knew my old man would be pissed if I gave it up, though. He loved this damn house, even if it does have its share of problems. The floors creak, there's some water damage, and the water heater sounds like a dying cow sometimes. I bet that's all the noises are now that I really think about it. Just this old house moaning and shifting. I felt it when I walked back into this house again for the first time in years. That basement door, like it was glaring right into my soul. That sounds nuts, right? I mean, it's a door, a locked door for that matter. I have the key right here on the keychain my dad left me. But it can rust for all I care. Do keys rust? Is that a thing? I don't know if I've ever seen a rusted key. It's not like I go around inspecting keys or anything, but they are metal. I don't know, maybe they're stainless or something. I should look that up. I'm gonna rabbit hole this, I just know it. Or I could grab another beer and just surf Netflix. Yeah, that sounds like a better plan. I'm not exactly invested in the rusty key topic after all, and all I want to do is pass the hell out again. Beer, popcorn, and a nice relaxing movie. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'll be back later. Wait. There's only one six-pack in the fridge. I only drank 4 last night, didn't I? There were 2 full six-packs in there. The bottle of whiskey. The bottle of whiskey is almost drained, too. Maybe I drank more than I thought. That would explain why I feel like hammered ass right now. To hell with it. I'll hair the dog this shit. That's another weird phrase, right? It was likely invented by someone who was well beyond 4 sheets to the wind, though. Why the fuck am I rambling so much? Where was I? Yep, beer, popcorn, movie. I swear to Christ, there's scratching coming from the basement now, like claws, scraping across the back of the door. It's far more, I don't know, aggravated than the shuffling before. Can you hear that? Yeah, of course it stopped now. Okay. I ended up passing out here on the couch right in front of the TV. But there was a loud bang, followed by the sound of nails digging into the wood. Snapped me right back out of whatever dream I was enjoying. My heart is racing now. Could an animal have gotten in? There aren't any windows in the basement, and there isn't a storm door on the outside or anything. That one locked door I'm looking at right now is the only way in. Could something have dug through, like a raccoon or something? Did they dig? Maybe it's a mole. That'd be some fucking irony. All I can visualize is that damned statue dragging its petrified fingers across the door. I can see it as clearly as if it was standing right in front of me, glaring at me with those hollow eyes. I hate that thing. I always hated it. I had so many nightmares about the wooden man when I was a kid. I would see it. I would visualize it just clumping its clubbed feet up the basement stairs, wrestling with the knob, sliding and slipping its wooden hand across the brass, unable to get a firm grip on it. It would eventually break through, heading straight to my bedroom on the second floor. I would spring from my sleep when I heard its textured boots pounding from one step to the next to the second floor. I'd be hiding under the bed before it could burst open the door to my room. My pulse would race back then, just like it's doing right now. I begged my dad to get rid of that horrific thing. Every single night I'd wake up screaming, but he wouldn't let it go. It belonged to my grandfather, he said, and it had been in the family for decades. I don't know why it unsettled me so much, ever since the first time I saw it. And my folks split when I was young, so I don't remember much from that far back. But it was a staple in my father's home. In my earliest memories, it was in the corner of his den, a room which is now my gaming center. According to my dad, it represented someone from our family, though I couldn't tell you who. It was probably... My coffee table is moved. It was right next to the couch, sideways and parallel, but it's long ways now, the end almost touching the TV stand. The beer can and popcorn bowl are still sitting on it, right in the same place I left them. I probably just kicked it in my sleep. It's a wonder it didn't knock everything onto the floor. Okay, anyway. The statue was supposed to be a cowboy, I think. But the decades of wear left the details far more muted and smooth. The right hand had broken off long before it was passed down the line. A hand which apparently held a wide-brimmed hat at some point, according to my dad. All that was left was just a jagged, splintered and pointed stump raised above its head as though it was once celebrating something. Well, the left hand just hung by its side. The texture of the carved wrinkles of the shirt, vest, and pants had long since transitioned to a smoothed out, soft, and eerily unsettling glossy surface. It was the face of the thing that crept me out more than anything, even more than the threatening barbed spike held high, ready to stab right into my ear. It looked as though it once wore an enthusiastic smile with wide and glee-filled eyes above the now thin and pointed nose. That grin only appeared far more menacing and sinister, just as much as that blank, hauntingly open stare beneath the smooth and shiny brow. There were only vague traces of the fabricated attempt to convey what hair should look like, leaving bizarre ridges that appeared to connect into the forehead, as though it was only a mutated skull beneath the flesh. After weeks of me freaking out every single time I stepped foot into my old man's den, he agreed to at least move it to the basement. Even though the den was his sacred space, he would invite me in when we would play card or board games and the like. But I could never focus on anything with that vacant gaze drilling into the back of my head. That face is all I can picture right now. I swear I can feel those empty eyes staring at me from the other side of that door. Should I check it out? Just open that damn door and see if it is really still there. The way I'm almost hyperventilating right now, I just know my heart will burst if I were to see it standing there with that jagged stump ready to strike. Maybe I should just go. Just get the hell out of here and never come back. What if no one is out there still? What if... What if I stepped out into the world just to find that I'm the only one left? Just me. Just me and the wooden man. I need to calm down. I should call someone. Anyone, just to be certain they're still out there. I don't know many people. My mom moved away with Dylan, her husband of the last 3 years. They live in London now. What time is it over there? Is it too late to call? I'm gonna try. Nothing. It just kept ringing. Maybe they're sleeping. I think they're 4 hours ahead? Or is it behind? Shit. It's only 6 here. If it's ahead, it would be midnight there. 10. It would be 10 there. Either way, no, 10 is pretty late, I guess. Late for her age, anyway. We haven't spoken in months. I don't know, maybe she's still pissed at me. She and Dylan wouldn't fly over for my dad's funeral. I said some awful things to her. It's not unlike how I pushed my dad away. Christ, am I a terrible person? First my dad, then mom. I pushed Jared and Jade away too. That's such a cool couple name, right? Jared and Jade. Even their names sound awesome together. Much better than Stanton and Jade. How lame does that sound? What sort of desperate asshole falls in love with his best friend's girl? Fuck, I'm such a fucking loser. Why did she have to be so amazing? Why did I have to be so boring? Boring name, boring job, boring house, boring life. Did I tell her about the wooden man? I never told anyone aside from my old man. Why would I tell her? Even high as balls or drunk, would I reveal my darkest and deepest fears to her? Did I think that would impress her or make her feel sorry for me or something? I need to find out. I need to find out how she knows about him. About it. It's not a him, Stanton. It's a thing. Just an inanimate object that cannot hurt anyone. You're an adult now, for Christ's sake. Okay. Deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. The scratching has stopped. Thank God. I still feel out of it. It's like my head is trapped between two pillows. The world around me is muffled and foggy. My eyes are crossing even as I sit here speaking into my phone mic. I got too worked up. I know that. I haven't had a panic attack in some time. Not like this, anyway. Why did these stupid childhood fears linger? Why can I not let go of this ridiculous anxiety over a damn statue? That's all it is, just a silly sculpture. What the hell is wrong with me? I need to get some air, I think. Yep. I'm going for a walk again. Or I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna leave my phone here. I need to charge the damn thing anyway. Should I try to call Jade? Maybe Jared? Nope. No, that's a bad idea. If she was messing with me earlier, I definitely don't need any more encouragement to freak out. I'm getting far too worked up as it is. Yep, I'm heading upstairs now. Plug up the phone and go for a walk. Fresh oxygen. That's what I need. He was out there. It was out there, just standing right in the dead center of the yard, looking back at me. I opened the door. I opened it and I just closed my eyes at first. I was scared, scared that there wouldn't be anyone outside again. I could rationalize it being so lifeless out there early in the morning, at least in this neighborhood, but not now. It just gazed into my eyes, that blank stare and wide smile. The smooth surface where the teeth should be catching the light from the street lamps. I instantly jumped back inside, literally leapt back through the doorway from which I had only stepped 1 foot over the threshold. I tried to call Jade after I locked the door. I heard that scratching from the basement and the rattling from upstairs. I was freaking out again. I'm still freaking out, for that matter. The line just kept ringing and ringing, but it didn't even reach your voicemail. I called again and again, over and over, and until a slam from the second floor almost dropped me to the ground. Something is in the house. Something is right outside too. I'm trapped. I can't go down to the basement. I can't retreat to the bedroom or run out through my front door. Why won't she answer? I have no one else to reach out to. The police, I could call 911. Christ, my fingers are shivering so badly right now. Can I still record while placing a call? I don't want to stop just so there's a record of what happened if something reaches me before they can get here. Shit. I've locked myself up in the den. The window faces the backyard. There's nothing out there. I still don't see any cars or people, but it's fenced in. The obstructed view, I don't hear anything either. My senses are muted. My pulse is throbbing in my ear. Yeah, of course I can't hear anything. Okay, here goes. It's ringing. 1 ring. 2. Why aren't they... 3 rings? Pick up the... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, my emergency... Yeah, someone is in my house. Outside there's a... there's a... Christ... Yeah, yes, 14 Dermont Lane. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm locked in the game room, the den. No, I don't have any weapons, just an old baseball bat. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm trying to calm down. My name? Stanton. Stanton Jessup. Yeah, deep breaths. I'm trying. I think so, yeah. I still hear the scratching. Yeah, from the basement. Yeah, there was a sound upstairs too, but... No, I don't hear that now. Footsteps. Jesus Christ, I hear footsteps coming down the hall. Yes, I'm trying to calm down, but oh no. What? It's not. I don't know what. How can you say that? I did not have this coming. Why are you? No, I'm not. I don't deserve any of this. Who are you? Stop saying that. I did not bring this on myself. Oh, God. Lightheaded. Oh, fuck. I'm deep breaths. Can't slow down. I know it's my fault. Can't breathe. I can't. I woke up on the floor. Neck and back are stiff and achy. The phone must have slipped from my fingers before I dropped on top of it. The screen is cracked. I thought it was broken, but it booted back up just fine. I guess I shut it down when I hit. Mind was scattered when I came to. I was lost, you know? Didn't know where I was or what I had been doing before I fell out. It took me a minute. All of the doors were open in my house, from the den to my bedroom, the entrance to my home, and even the basement, wide open, with me passed out on the floor. I slammed the basement door shut, not as much as looking down the darkened stairway, locking it up the second it was sealed away. Did the cops let themselves in? I had locked the front door as well as the one to the den. I didn't check the one at the rear of the house. Oh, fuck. What was I thinking? Locking the damn place down as half-assed as every other piss-poor decision in my life. I don't know what happened. Did I call the police? Did she say all of those awful things? She told me I deserved this, that I should just let it happen. Let what happen? Was any of that real? Maybe I just passed out halfway through the call and my messed up brain made the rest of it up. But that doesn't explain why the cops would just leave me lying here. I must have hit my head when I fell out too. Woke up with my eyebrow busted open and blood oozing down my face. I don't know how my shoulder got all scratched up though. I don't know. Probably scraped it on my way to the den. I was freaking out so badly, I likely wouldn't have noticed if my ear fell off at the time. The wooden man was gone from the yard, but I still didn't go out there. I don't want to risk it, you know? I peered through the open doorway just enough to see that it was gone. That's as far as I went. I haven't checked the rest of the house yet. I was about to when I saw the notifications. It was Jade again, just like last time. I tried to call her right after I read them, but I don't even know what to say right now. I think something has happened to Jared. Yeah, they could still be messing with me, but I don't think so. The first message read, "There's so much blood, Stanton." I immediately found myself struggling to breathe again before reluctantly reading the next. "It's all your fault. It's your fault that he found us." How can it be my fault? I don't even know where they moved to. Even if I could make that godforsaken statue do anything, how could I send it after someone if I don't know where they are? She said, "You took him away from me, and now you're gonna pay for it." How can I? I didn't. I would never. First the 911 operator, and now Jade too? What did I do to deserve any of this? What if this is a setup? Like if Jade and Jared are pissed at me? I don't know, maybe they have a friend on the force? They figured I'd call the cops after they pushed me far enough and had the entire bullshit scenario worked out. Would they take it this far, though? She didn't answer when I tried to call, of course. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. Did the police come out? Did they leave all the doors open? Why would they show up only to leave me passed out on the floor? Did they see the wooden man out there? Is it just in my head? It can't be. Not if Jade has seen him too. Not if it hurt. Jesus, could it have hurt Jared? Can it actually hurt someone? Could these nightmares that still haunt me, could they be real? The things it would do to me at night, the things I dreamt it did to me, they were dreams. They had to be dreams. The bruises and cuts back then and now, I did that to myself, right? I was just restless. They were just nightmares. The scratching his back. The rattling from upstairs. It's not as loud now, muffled and a bit subdued and muted. Is that a good thing or a bad? I keep calling Jade, but she won't pick up. Pick up, damn it. Please. I can't call the police again. They'll think I'm a crackpot or some attention-seeking nutjob. I can't leave. I can't run. I'm so fucking scared to step foot out of the house, but I'm terrified of what may be inside with me. Why is it scratching on the door? Why didn't it just walk right out when it was wide open? Why are you doing this to me? Just come out, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you just kill me in my sleep, you bastard? I don't know what to do. Shit. Deep breaths, Stanton. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In. Out. In. I hear voices now. Quiet. Whispers. Maybe. Can't tell if it's outside or in here with me. I'm frozen right now. A wooden statue. Am I the wooden man? Oh, that's ridiculous. Voices all around me. I can't tell what they're saying. They sound angry. Someone is crying. Am I just overhearing a fight? Some couple arguing, maybe? That means I'm not alone. That someone else is out there. Should I go outside? What if he's back out there? Damn, what if he's in here, scratching at that damn door? Okay. Gotta calm down. I'm going to the window. If there are some neighbors having an argument out there, I'll be able to settle down, just knowing that I can scream for help if it comes to that. Pulling back the curtains. Time to pull back. Oh God, no. I can't. Jesus. I'm seeing things. I have to be seeing things. This can't be. It can't be real. They're people. They're just people. My messed up mind just isn't seeing them right. Why are they all looking at me if I'm just seeing shit? They all have Yeah, every single one of them. They're all the wooden man. They're coming closer. Fuck. They saw me. They saw me looking back at them. Oh, God. The scratching is louder. It's practically pounding on the door now. The entire second floor is shuddering. The footsteps are drawing closer. They're trying to get in. They're rattling the doorknob, trying to pull it open. Where do I go? I have to hide. How do you hurt wood? I need a weapon. I need an axe. I don't have an axe. Shit. My dad's old baseball bat is still mounted to the wall. Yeah. Oh, God, the door just gave way. They're inside. Jesus Christ, get out of here. Leave me alone. What do you... Stop. Don't. Let me... God. I don't know what happened. Again. I don't know what happened. The last thing I remember, they were reaching for me, a whole horde of wooden men. I ran for the bat and just kept swinging it as hard as I could. I don't know if I blacked out or if they got me, but I woke up on the floor again. More bruises, fingers gripped around my ankles and wrists. My cheek, swollen and puffy. It had to be real. It happened. It had to have happened. Did I just pass out again? Is it even possible to inflict these injuries on myself? The doors were shut when I blinked my eyes back open. All of them. All except the basement. I think I have to go down there. I have to see if it's there. If it's still there. I don't even feel connected to my body right now. Nothing feels real to me. It's like I'm floating above, hovering in place, looking down at myself. Could this whole thing just be a dream? I don't feel awake at all. I don't feel aware, but everything hurts. Dreams don't hurt, do they? The bat was still lying next to me when I woke up. I hung it back up on the mantel before I crept upstairs to charge my phone. No one was there, no sounds, no voices anymore, just my heartbeat thumping in my ear. I passed out again while the phone was charging. Head was spinning, eyes crossing. Sleep didn't help. My bedroom window was open when I woke up. I don't know if I did that before falling out. Felt good though. Fresh air. Feels nice. My lip is split now. It hurts to talk. I have to talk. I have to keep talking. I have to know that this is really happening. I listened back through everything I've recorded. If it was a dream, I wouldn't have been speaking the whole time. Not so clearly, right? I came back down just a few moments ago, and the bat was back on the floor, just lying there right where it was when I woke up before. I had to put it back on the mantel, right? It's covered in blood. Oh God, did I hurt someone? Was my messed up brain making me see regular people as that fucking monster? Jared. What happened to Jared? Why won't Jade answer? Did I hurt them? Did I track them down and... Oh God. Wait, my phone is ringing. There is someone still out there. Oh, thank God. Unknown number. I don't care. I need to hear. Hello? Jade? Jade, is it really you? Hold on, I'm putting you on speaker.
Huh? okay?
Jade, are you okay?
I'm getting there. Are you okay? You sound rattled.
I don't know. I've been trying to call you back. I got your text, but...
Texts? I haven't sent any texts. I just got this phone today. That's why I was calling, to give you my new number.
Huh?
I haven't had a phone since, How are you holding up?
But no, the last few days you've been sending me messages. You said... Is Jared alright? Is he with you?
Jared? Stanton, that's a fucked up thing to ask, even for you.
What? But you said the wooden man took him.
The wooden... Oh no, Stanton, what's going on? Are you seeing him again?
Again? Jade, just... Please tell me what the hell is going on. Where the hell is Jared?
Stanton, Jared died. You know that.
So it did take him. Oh God.
I'm coming over, okay? Look, I'm sorry I've been so distant lately. I just needed time to process everything. But I'm back now, mostly. I'll be there as quickly as I can. Don't do anything. Just lock yourself in your bedroom and I'll...
I have to go, Jade.
No, Stanton, please. I'm coming over. Just...
It was nice to hear from you. I miss you.
Don't. Just keep me on the line. I'll be right...
Silence my ringer. She's trying to call me back. It's a trick. It's just another trick of my mind. I don't know, maybe she's still messing with me. It doesn't matter. Numb. I'm going numb. I don't know, can't tell what's real anymore. I know what I have to do. The house is quiet. The world outside is quiet. My pulse is loud. So very loud. I can't keep doing this. I can't live like this. I'm going down to the basement. If it's there, if it's still there and it wants blood, it can have it. I won't fight it anymore. I have to face it. I have to face him. It's so dark. Even with the lights on, it was always so dark down here. These stairs scared me as much as what's down there. It would drag me down these steps no matter how much I fought against it. It would wrap those wooden fingers around my ankles, pulling me from my bed, pulling me down the stairs, down the hall, all the way down here. I tried to fight it off, but it would hold that sharpened stump to my neck. It told me it would bleed me dry if it spoke. Is that right? I know. I know it's all in my head. Nightmares and an immature mind. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. I'm at the foot of the steps now. I see it. I see it back against the corner of the wall. It sees me too. I know. It sees me too. It always sees me. Always. What was I thinking with this bat? I need an axe. That's what I need. Shit. This was a bad idea. I should have ran. Oh God, it's moving. It's coming closer. Be brave, Stanton. Whatever happens, be brave now. Come on, you son of a bitch. I'm not running anymore. God's reaching for me. Oh, Jesus. Ah! No! No more! What? I hit it. I knocked my bat right against its head. It went down, right to the floor. Its face, it peeled back. It's not wood. Rubber? It's a mask. The whole thing is rubber. It's costume. Just a costume on a mannequin. How can... Do I wear this? Am I... Shit, it's getting back up. I hit it again, but... Shit! Ah! Oh, fuck! It cut me! Snatched the bat and sliced that jagged stump across my arm. Jesus! Jesus, it's real! It's fucking real! Run, you idiot! It's following me. Oh god, how is it so fast? Open, you bastard! The front door wedged. It won't open. Christ! No, get off me! I nailed it again, right in that rubber face. I tried to go through the living room window, but it's jammed too. I hit it with the bat, but it won't even crack. Upstairs, my bedroom window. I can get out through there and just keep running. If I'm careful, I won't break anything. It's only the second floor. Shit, it's getting back up again. I locked the door behind me. I have to be careful. The window is still open. Okay. Here. Shit! How did... It's right here. It's right there, right? Right behind me. The door is still closed. How did... Get away from me! No! Stop! Ah! Don't! Please! Let me... No! Ah!
By the time I reached Stanton's house, it was too late. I just knew he was dead. The way he was lying there, covered in blood. Both of his legs were bent in opposing directions. His left arm twisted. So twisted. His head... Though there was so much blood, I called an ambulance and just sat beside him until they got there. He was still alive. Barely, they said, but alive. He was in bad shape, but he was alive. They took him into surgery the second we reached the hospital, but I was so scared. I couldn't lose him too. It's been a couple of months since the accident, and his recovery is coming along well. He got to leave the hospital, but was transferred to another facility right after. They expect his body to recover well enough. But his mind... Oh, Stanton. We became fast friends after my boyfriend, Jared, introduced us. They had been close for a long time, but I only came into the picture a few years back. I hit it off with Stanton almost immediately. I loved Jared, but he could never see me the way Stanton did. We were kindred spirits. We are kindred spirits. I told him all about the trauma I endured in my childhood, what my uncle put me through, and how it still haunts me every single day and night. He never spoke about what his father did to him, but I knew that he had seen that same darkness I had. Even if he didn't fully realize it, I saw it in his eyes the second we met, though. We would hang out when Jared was on stage, just he and I. We'd escape the crowds, head outside, sneak a joint or three, and just talk. I loved to listen to my boyfriend play, but the bustling bars would overwhelm me quickly. Stanton was the same, probably more so, when it came to being surrounded by a veritable throng of people. We would spend a good deal of time as a group with all of the other guys in the band. But these were our sort of sacred times, I guess. I actually found myself looking forward to Jared's shows for those times, more than watching him play. He was the only person I could ever really talk to, the only one who heard everything I had to say, the only one who actually listened. Jared had never really endured any sort of struggles in life. Pretty much a trust fund kid in his youth, following his dreams with no financial strain or personal demons in his path. He was a bit spoiled, I think. He'd pitch silly tantrums over insignificant things. Ignorance can be bliss, I suppose, so the slightest thing could set him off. Having never known consequences or hard times, I often wondered how he would react if anything bad actually happened to him. As it turned out, I finally got the answer to that question, an answer that changed everything. That night was a slip, just a slip. I didn't mean to kiss Stanton. Even if I had thought about it for longer than I can even say by that point, I knew that he wanted it too, but it should never have happened. Not like that. I don't know how Jared found out, who told him, or if he somehow witnessed it himself from inside the bar, but I knew something was off when we left that night. We didn't stick around for the after party, just got in the van and left after the instruments were packed up. When we got back to his place, though, I'd never seen him like that before. I mean, he's always had a temper, but not like this. He just lost it, screaming at me and accusing me of screwing around behind his back. I tried to explain that it was the alcohol and the weed, a momentary lapse of reason, but he wouldn't hear it. After hours of this senseless arguing, he dragged me out to his car, practically throwing me inside. I didn't know where we were going, and he wouldn't speak a word to me over the ride. When we pulled onto Stanton's street, however, I knew exactly what he was planning. Stanton opened the door with a smile, which was completely wiped from his face when my boyfriend thrust me into his arms. The next thing I know, we were in his living room, with Jared screaming at both of us. Stanton was practically begging for forgiveness, to which Jared responded by striking him across the face, landing him on the carpet. Then he turned on me. He kept slapping me, shoving me, and pointing his finger in my face. He shook me by the shoulders and just wouldn't let up. When Stanton gathered himself back up, he tried to stop him, tried to pull him away and reason with him, but he just swatted him to the side, still slapping and punching me. I was crying and wailing, trying to break free of his tight grip, but nothing would even slow him down. I know Stanton didn't want to hurt him, that he didn't mean for it to go like this, but it happened so quickly. When Jared gripped his fingers around my throat, Stanton swung that bar at Jared's legs, rather than aiming for his head. He was so focused on lashing out at me, it didn't take much to topple him to the ground. No one could have predicted that his head would meet the coffee table on his swift descent, but it was too late. Stanton fell to his knees, while I shook my head in denial of everything that had happened that night. It was an accident. He didn't want to hurt him. He would have aimed for the head if he wanted that. I know how he thinks. I think he hoped that when Jared hit the floor, that he would snap out of his rage-fueled state, that he just wanted to protect me. I called the police when I managed to regain some of my senses. The investigation was short. Given the degree of my injuries and what I managed to tell them in between my sobs, there wouldn't be any charges. But I knew Stanton was more mentally checked out than I was at that time. I shouldn't have left him alone. I was angry and hurt at first, not at him, but everything that went down. I knew he did what he did to save me. I knew he didn't mean to hurt Jared, that he would never hurt anyone. But I left and didn't look back, just headed to my mom's place in Idaho. Everything that came next for Stanton, I've only learned in fragments. I get to visit him now, at least every couple of days, but he's still not himself. One of the nurses bent a few rules by letting me in on a few things. Between that, what I learned at the hospital, and what Stanton has been able to tell me, I think I see things for what they are. From what the emergency room doctors said, it sounded like he hadn't slept at all in over 2 weeks. I can't imagine how that can affect an already troubled mind. One of the nurses told me that he had likely been experiencing anything from vivid hallucinations, visual and auditory, to blackouts or micronaps. He had my old phone. I had lost it the night that everything happened, but I didn't realize I had dropped it at his place. It was under Jared's name, so I just got my own account once I got the urge to replace it. Stanton couldn't have known that, though. He had seemingly been texting himself with my old phone, pretending to be or thinking he was me. When he thought he was sleeping, that's when the version of me that his mind created would take over. She was angry with him, seeking to torment him for what he did. She would move things, drink and eat, more to make him wonder where the food had gone than to fulfill any hunger, I think. Then, of course, she would hurt him too, beating him, bruising, scratching, and cutting him while he was certain he was sleeping. It breaks my heart to think that he could visualize any version of me doing those awful things to him. But I know his mind was so distorted at the time, he couldn't imagine having a friend in this world. All of that, combined with the hallucinations caused by such a dire lack of sleep, it's no wonder he cracked. They found my old phone in a box in his father's old bedroom. It had seemingly fallen from a shelf in his closet, likely from the constant vibration of him attempting to reach me, along with a good deal of missed calls from friends and family. As for the wooden man, that's where Stanton's trauma began. What his father took from him every time he donned that hideous costume. I knew about some of it, and suspected a lot of aspects that he wasn't ready to admit to himself. He told me about his childhood fears and nightmares, about that thing. Yeah, he would only talk about it when he was drinking, what he could remember, but it broke my heart to hear it. He just saw it as his imagination and unease at the sight of what he thought to be a disturbing sculpture. But I could read between the lines. He had yet to connect. Some years back, when he was drunk or stoned, I would see his expression change as he glared off blankly. It would take some work to get him to talk about it, but he was certain he saw that thing in the corner of the room at times, or outside, through the window, looking in. Before this, though, it had been a long time since he'd suffered from that particular ailment. He loved his father, the walls around the scar tissue, hiding away what he did to him. He mourned for him when he died and blamed himself for the wedge formed between them. As I could tell the truth about what he had hidden away from himself, or I at least had some theories, it angered me to see him suffering over that son of a bitch. Of course, even if he could admit that these haunting dreams were in fact real, he could never have accepted who was beneath that grotesque mask. He could never admit that his own father, the man he looked up to and respected, was the wooden man of his nightmares. That monster violently tore his innocence away, night after night, for possibly years on end. He should have died suffering rather than peacefully in his sleep. But I hope that he is burning in hell right beside my uncle. I suspect that Stanton knew that his memories of the wooden man were real, that they were not just fabrications of his sleeping mind, but he just couldn't admit it to himself, nor who was lurking beneath the mask. I've listened to what he recorded, and I cannot even begin to speculate what aspects were real or just manifestations of his sleep-deprived and scar-lined mind. They found no trace of that damned rubber suit, nor the mannequin, not in the basement or anywhere else in the house. Maybe that's the scariest thing about all of this. If he did truly see that thing coming after him, who was wearing it? Where did they go? After he fell through the window, did he fall? Or was he pushed? If someone was actually in the house with him, could they still be out there somewhere? If nothing else, I truly hope that there could be a bright side to this awful ordeal. Maybe after all of these agonizing years, this experience will finally allow him to heal. Now that he's getting the help that he so sorely needs, to learn the truth about himself, what was taken from him, and how to move on from it. I will be by his side, no matter what comes next. In all honesty, I've thought about checking myself into this facility as well. Not only do I have my own demons, both old and new, but Stanton needs a friend more than anything else right now, and I hope that I can be that for him. Perhaps we can both heal together. He held me up so many times when I almost fell down, and I will do the same for him, one way or another. I think he saved my life that night. I know that Jared was not going to stop, not with that hatred and bloodlust in his eyes. Stanton stopped him, at the cost of his poor fractured mind. I turned my back on him, left him to go through this alone, but I will not leave his side again. Not this time. In the end, we are all products of one pain or another. Our suffering defines us, far more than any smile or loving embrace. Perhaps we need to shatter completely before we can put pieces back together again.